Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 10:28 a.m. according to a computer clock on Thursday, March 14, 2019, and I'm sorry that it took so long to record another video. I haven't had privacy in the house. Fortunately, my sister is visiting and she likes to go out, and she's taking my mom with her. So I won't have any interruptions while I try to record this. So what's been going on with me? Well, I saw Bumblebee back in December. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna get it when it hits home video, which I don't usually do for movies, but I love it so much, so I'm not gonna wait. Haley Steinfeld was great as Charlie Watson, and it's great to have a female lead, like have a girl be the actual lead in a Transformers movie, in a typical dude bro franchise, and she's the lead. So that was refreshing, and she did a great job. And one thing that I'm ticked at, not about the movie itself, but I don't have the ticket, because when I got the ticket, they also gave me some kind of brochure or flyer or something you're supposed to scan with your phone, I think, and unlock some videos or something. I don't know, but I had set that stuff down on the seat next to me, and I forgot to pick it up when I left the theater. Anyway, so I don't have actual proof that I saw the movie, but I did, and I bought the junior novelization like the next day, I think, and I also bought the soundtrack album, and I bought the single for Haley Steinfeld's song from the movie, Back to Life, which is really good. Oh, speaking of updates, meet the newest member of the family. Say hi, Coco. Hi, Internet. This is Coco, my new cat. He's very pretty. I don't know exactly what kind of breed that he is. He was a stray. We got him at the shelter on December 29th. And, yeah, he was very playful. He was like, when he was in his cage, he was doing all sorts of cute things like, pick me, I'm cute. He had to be neutered, but it turns out that happened the very next day, so I was able to pick him up in the morning on the following day. That was actually the 29th, the day that I picked him up. We initially went to a shelter on the 28th. Okay, I'll put you down, Coco. Or you want to stay in my lap? No, you don't. Okay. His name was Grumpy on the shelter's website, but he's not grumpy. He's very adorable. He kept hiding for like the first few days that he was here. I actually found him once in my closet, hiding underneath my shoe rack. Okay. But after a few days, he warmed up to us. He likes to hop up on windowsills. So when he's in his room, which is like the spare bathroom down the hall over there. Oh, he's up on a window right now. I can't move the webcam because that might disrupt the audio and mess things up. But anyway. He likes to hop up on windows, especially in his bedroom and in the sunroom. Because I don't know if I recorded a video about this before, but Mishu, our previous cat, had died. I found him dead in his house in the sunroom on the morning of November 28th. So that was sad. He possibly ate something outside, maybe something poisonous that he shouldn't have, who knows, or maybe something bit him, but we didn't see any bite marks. So, but yeah, so after like a month and a day, we got Coco, and he's quickly become a member of the family. He doesn't really get along with Lucky, our Chihuahua. Mostly it's Lucky that doesn't get along with him, though. Because Coco tries to be playful. I mean, he does these weird things, and Lucky always barks and growls at him. I don't know. But Coco likes to go everywhere. We keep him in the house. He hasn't gone outside. We're trying to keep him as a house cat. How long we can keep that up, who knows. But anyway. Later today, I'm going to the theater to see Aleta Battle Angel. I never read the manga. I never saw the anime, which apparently was only 2 episodes long. But I had seen a trailer for it, probably when I went to see Bumblebee, so I was like, this looks cool. So I'm going to go and see it. I know it came out a while ago, but it turns out today will actually be the last day that the movie is playing in my county. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go to the mall to see it. And then, because I looked up the showtime, so I think I can manage this, assuming I get out on time, I'm going to go and see Captain Marvel directly afterwards. Yeah. Don't know when you'll get reviews of these movies for me. If I have some more free time right away, I'll do them soon. If not, you might have to wait a while. So what else has been going on with me? Not a whole lot, really. Yard work, chores around the house, going to work. I don't have much free time to myself, so I'm just slowly trying to watch my huge backlog of DVDs and Blu-rays. I recently watched Snow White and the Huntsman and The Huntsman Winter's War, which I saw both of them in the theaters, but I decided to watch the Blu-rays that I had bought. I also watched 300 for the first time, as well as 300 Rise of an Empire, which I had also seen that one in the theater, but so that's that. I still got a lot more stuff on home video to watch. Some of which I'd seen in the theater, some of which I haven't. I also started watching Camelot on Hulu. That's it's a Stars series from like 2011 about King Arthur. It's like 10 episodes long. I've watched the first 6 so far, I think. And Ava Green pretty much plays the same characters she would play in 300 Rise of an Empire, Artemisia. They're very similar, except she's playing Morgan Pendragon in Camelot. But very similar characters, just Morgan doesn't chop people's heads and arms off and stuff like that. Obviously. What else? Just watching Supergirl reaction videos on YouTube. I have quite a few music CDs that I need to get caught up on. Not sure when I'll do that, but have I purchased anything recent? Oh yeah. Oh, that's one thing. It's like a VHS to DVD thing. I haven't unpacked it yet, but since my DVD recorder no longer works, I figured I needed to find a different way to transfer my VHS stuff to digital format. So maybe I can share some extra commercials and stuff with you guys for my old tapes. Maybe. We'll see how this thing actually works. Coco's being cute. He's looking around at the ceiling and stuff like that. Anyway. So I'm familiar with Battle Angel Aleta, the manga, but I'm reading up on the character profiles and stuff like that, so I'll know what I'm getting into. And what's interesting, I found a comment on the internet from someone saying that the live-action adaptation of Battle Angel Aleta would be James Cameron's next film. And this comment was dated December 29th, 2004. Yeah. So apparently this thing's been in development for quite a while. Funny thing, right now, as of right now, it has a higher IMDb score than Captain Marvel. 7.6 as opposed to 7.1. But then again, a lot more people voted on Captain Marvel, so I think only about 72,000 voted on Aleta Battle Angel. I don't know why they flipped the title around, but anyway. So, not that much else new from me. I've been playing. I finally beat Cake Mania, a game that I bought years ago. Now I'm doing Cake Mania back to the bakery. I don't have much time to game, and when I do, it's casual gaming because I've got, other stuff to do. I've got stuff to watch. I'm trying to read books, like, ebooks, but still I'm trying to read novels, which historically I haven't been much of a reader, but I'm trying to do that more so. I started last year. Continuing this year, I want to read more. So I'm reading the Avalon series by Marion Zimmer Bradley and Diana L. Paxson. I'm trying to read it in universe chronological order. So I've read The Fall of Atlantis, which is basically book 0. Then I read Ancestors of Avalon, which is book 1, and that's when they actually moved from Atlantis. That's when Atlantis actually falls. It doesn't fall in the fall of Atlantis. It falls in Ancestors of Avalon, and they move to Britain. And we first see Avalon, even though it's not called Avalon in the novel itself yet. And then I started on Sword of Avalon, which would be book 2, even though it's the latest to be published. And when reading through the character lists at the beginning of the book, I'm like, oh, this takes place after the Trojan War. Well, Bradley had written a book about the Trojan War called The Firebrand. And Wikipedia says it's part of the series, even though other people have told me it's not. But so I bought The Firebrand, and I'm reading that now before I actually start in on the actual story in Sword. I have a feeling that the Firebrand will not be referenced at all in Sword, even though Sword is supposed to have like refugees or descendants of refugees from Troy in it. But it's a historical fantasy novel from Bradley, and I figure it'll provide context for the Trojan War and stuff like that. So even if there's no direct reference, I probably would have ended up reading it anyway, so why not read it in the spot where it would occur? And I'm guessing there's going to be nothing that prevents it from being part of the same universe. It's just, So, and I've also got like a few other shorter books I'm trying to read too, but usually takes up all of my time to try to read The Firebrand, because these novels have long chapters. I'm trying to do one chapter per day, but I've fallen behind. So, yeah. Also trying to finish up my first original novella, and writing fanfics, but I can't get much writing time in either. So I've just got a lot of personal self-imposed stuff going on that I'm trying to balance, you know. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna bore you any longer with this, but that's what's been going on with me. So it's 10:44 a.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.